Right. That's rolling.
Right.
Right.
That's rolling. Right.
Wow. You're just parroting me now.
Just parroting me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Podiots.
To Podiots.
Fuck
To
off.
Podiots.
Off.
Fuck
to
off.
Podiots.
To
Fuck
Podiots.
off.
Oh
Fuck
my God.
off.
To Podiots. Fuck off.
Two. Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Do you think Spotify do like a quality assurance thing?
I mean, if we got on, then definitely
definitely not.
Well, I mean, maybe they
occasionally
check.
How many people have tuned out
How
at
many
this
people
point?
have tuned out at this point?
I blame
I'm a massive
Ben.
nonce.
I'm a massive cool dude.
Whoa. He got you there.
He was right there.
Didn't see that coming.
He did see that coming. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 13 of Podiots. Unlucky number 13.
For some.
For some, but for us, every day's unlucky.
This is our luckiest episode ever. Just wait until you see the treats we have in store for you.
So
God, what if that piano falls on me
many.
this time?
Oh God, it could do. So many goddamn treats. I'm Ben. And this is the official podcast of the Vidiots YouTube channel.
We had 2 episodes
And
in a
I'm
row
Peter.
where we did it properly. And you know what? I think we should be proud of that.
Yeah, we gave it a good go. At some point in this episode, you have to say, and I'm Michael.
I know. I was hoping
just
no
wait.
one would say that, and I could just drop it in there.
I'm already just on that wavelength, and I needed to address it. I'm sorry,
that's
Michael.
fine.
Let's just wait.
No.
Nah, he'll do it.
It's when you least
later.
suspect.
Later on, that's fine. Okay. This podcast, it's a conversational podcast. We take questions from you guys at home, as well as sort of obeying the rules.
Do you have any homeless listeners who say you at
homeless
home? Some people don't have homes.
Well, you listening now.
How do you listen to a podcast if you don't have a home?
Because you plug the phone into your house to listen.
No.
You can have a phone.
Is it like
Most people have phones.
sort of a Disney pie on the windowsill type situation? They hear Podiots and they float towards it.
Where do you get the electricity from if you live on the street?
Batteries.
Yep, there's power banks. They live in shelters and stuff.
Where do you get the data from?
Money.
Well, if you've got money, why don't you have a house?
Or maybe they've stolen a phone.
Is this serious?
Well, not quite.
Fuck's sake.
I mean, I don't
If you
think
have money for a phone, how come you can't afford a mortgage?
Look,
Yeah.
shut up.
You're feeding your dog. What are you doing on the street?
Just shut up. Shut up about it. We obey and abide by the rules of the 3 Us, where everybody brings a thing along to talk about. So we're going to do that and then pepper in some questions as well. I would first quite like to thank Turtle Beach for sponsoring this podcast, bit.ly/Vidiots Beach. And you can also buy some merchandise as well, store.yogscast.com. We're working on some new designs.
Oh my God, they're so fucking good. I'm so excited.
They are actually really good.
There's some great designs.
I mean, they've not been illustrated yet, but the concepts alone, I'm fucking sold.
Strong concepts.
Strong
concepts. Yeah, very, very good.
Well done.
And you're...
Well done.
Both of you.
Who are you? Nearly. I'm going to get him at some point.
Yeah.
Before we get started on our first question / thing, I would like to give a shout out to George, who accosted me in the park at about 11 p.m. He apologized because when I went to shake his hand, he said he'd been eating donuts. George, whatever it was that you were on or smoking, I hope it was great, because there's nobody who's sober eating donuts in a park at 10 p.m.
And also, can you hook us up?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Well, I'm okay,
can we get
but,
weed
like,
donuts? Is that a thing?
Certainly. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Weed nuts.
Weed.
Weed nuts.
Got him.
Got him.
Got him.
Peter.
Yes.
You were sort of absent from a couple of videos recently.
Yeah,
and it's not
and-
because you're unwell or you're running away.
And a stream. Well, it kind of is both of those things.
Well,
to a certain degree.
I suppose so. Depends how much you want to say, really.
It's not that thing or that thing. Well, it kind of is.
Yeah.
I was absent from a couple of videos. Essentially, I'm just moving back further north to be closer to my nearest and dearest. Or not nearest at the moment. That's the problem. They're my furthest and dearest.
Oh, we were your dearest.
Yeah,
well,
we were the nearest.
You're the
but
nearest and
least
dearest.
Okay, okay.
But there are some furthest and dearer people to me, who, namely my lovely partner, and my family as well. And so I have decided to edit remotely, which can be done anywhere.
Yeah,
and
the joys of the internet.
Bop down frequently to just do batch recordings with the lads.
The boys.
And the whole idea is that it actually won't impact in theory, it won't impact whatsoever in the actual output from me or from any of us.
Yeah.
But there might literally just be times when I'm not around, I'm editing in the north, and Michael and Ben are sitting around going, do you want to like just do a video playing like Worms or whatever? And it's like, why wouldn't they? So they might do. So, you know, everything that I have been doing will continue to happen. But there might just be some extra stuff where it's just Ben and Mikey.
You get to see more of me, everybody's favourite.
Everybody's favourite Michael.
Everybody's favourite.
You might miss out on a stream every now and then as well.
Probably
we
the streams.
Do that regularly.
I'll probably be in like maybe every other one or something like that.
Yeah.
But essentially you're not losing out on any hashtag Peter content. It's just you might get additional only Ben and Michael content.
Wowie.
Yeah.
So you're just getting a bonus.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Just wanna go and feel a bit better up in the north with.
That's fair enough, man.
Where I'm happy.
You do it. And you're staying with me this week.
I am.
Are you unhappy staying with me? Is that an issue?
Yeah. Do you want to get out of that place straight away?
It's horrendous.
Yeah. Why? What's wrong with
you you call me farty pants. Ben Potter over here.
Yeah, I'm an entire room away, and it's still an issue.
Seeps through the walls.
Yeah. Is it just the financial side of it? Is it you stay and I charge you too much?
Yeah, I mean it's a bit hard.
I mean, to be fair,
that's
Ben,
normal, right?
I paid
It's
twice the rent that I was paying in my own flat.
But is that not normal? I thought you charge people to stay with you.
I mean, I guess you are giving access to the fridge, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, no.
No,
Actually,
no,
is that not included?
I'm allowed to stick like drawings to the fridge, but I'm not allowed to take anything out of the fridge.
Like
I've
a
taken
hotel
away
minibar.
the step ladder and stuff.
Yeah.
So
you can't reach. Okay,
but you have access to water and some
cold water
outlets.
You're
Only
allowed
cold
one
water.
shot of water a day.
Yeah,
that's for your showers as well.
Yeah, and I'm allowed to plug into the power outlets, but not turn them on at the wall.
He's got one of those ones where like you put the pound coins in to operate it.
Yeah.
But I think that's fair because that costs money.
Yeah, no, I'm all about it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
And you're okay with the rent that you're paying. Because I do make you pay monthly rent, even though you only come for like 6 days.
Yeah, like 6 days a month.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really have another choice.
Yeah, you've got to be okay with it, really.
Thing is, if you can afford a phone, you can afford to stay at Ben's house.
That's the rule.
That's how it works, isn't it?
Sweet. Actually, no. Again, we can't do it yet because this weekend we're going to I-63.
Oh boy, our first Insomnia.
Yeah, a very last minute thing. We're not going to be at the signing table. Because there's no room for us because we were a last minute addition.
Yeah.
And actually, even at the time of recording, it's still not set in stone. So check our social media platforms to be certain if we're going to be there. Don't come just for us, as lovely as that would be. But if you're there, we're going to be around.
We'll do like a tweet like, hey, meet us at the hot dog stand.
Yeah.
Hot dogs for everyone.
Crunchy hot dogs. Crunchy convention hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious.
With may contain meat. When you say it's not set in stone, do you mean us being actually at the stand?
Yeah.
No.
But we don't have
us going to
tickets yet.
Insomnia. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
haven't-
No, I was going to say.
It seems like it's definitely happening, but we don't know for sure when we're recording this. So if you're going to be there, check out our social media and we'll be tweeting all about it. I'm told that we will have some merch there to buy if you want to. I don't know if that's going to include.
That might include the limited edition shirt.
We'll tweet about it. If it is, then obviously go and get that because it's well good and you can't buy those anymore.
Yep.
But we're going to be there.
Yeah.
I-63.
Admin.
Oh, Saturday. Saturdays,
yeah.
We're just going to be there on Saturday.
Just on Saturday.
Be there for a couple hours, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's start things off with a question, shall we, boys?
Let's.
This is from Ode to Sleep at Ode to Sleep 6498.
I know that name.
Twitter.
I know that name too.
Now you're all settled and doing a job you love, but what were your very first jobs? If you haven't had that already. Just curious. I read that with the wrong cadence. What was your... we've spoken about previous jobs before. What was your very first job that you got money for?
I guess it was... I worked in a supermarket. I worked in a JR Sainsbury's.
Lovely.
Is R the middle initial?
so.
I don't know. It's J Sainsbury. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was on the fruit and vegetable section.
Oh boy.
Nice.
And oh my god, it was so bad. Like, retail is difficult enough with just the women or men who always want to see the manager just because you blinked.
Yeah. It's, oh my god, how dare you?
Yeah. But on top of that, I had this shift on a Sunday. The last shift before
The Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day. The last shift before. Well, the shop closed while I was on shift, and then there were like 2 hours after that where I was still working.
Yeah.
And that was the worst one because once the shop had closed, you had to do a stock take, like the end of week stock take, and that fell to me. And not only was it a pain in the ass having to literally count out apples.
Oh my God.
One by one.
Yeah.
But then I had to like go and put them onto this spreadsheet that just had all these columns that just had fucking acronyms in them. And I had no idea what they were for. And I never really worked it out.
No.
And I left
Did you
like
just
within...
put rough numbers into the box?
Yeah, vaguely. I just sort of got it right.
69 for every entry.
Exactly.
The
and
great
the
produce
occasional
crisis.
420.
That was you.
Yeah,
You
that's-
caused the great produce crisis.
That's why we ran out of like cauliflower for a year in Yorkshire.
Peter wasn't counting them
Peter
properly.
was hoarding 10 million cauliflower.
Yeah.
This is the fourth time I've been in this shop this month and you got no cauliflower.
I've had to go to Burger King. The only reason I had that job, or the main reason, was because it was when I was learning to drive. So it was just funding the ridiculously extortionate pastime of learning to drive.
It's fun. What a fun hobby it is.
I
as
essentially
well.
wasted about 400 quid on learning to drive because I got halfway through my lessons and then just stopped.
Oh, Mikey.
I passed my theory test, and now that's going to expire at the end of this year. Whoopsie daisy. Oh well. I don't
stopped
need
for
to
a long
drive.
time as well.
Yeah.
It took me a while before I went back to it.
Oh, really? I did it in one, but I've never... See, you do have your own car now.
I do.
And you use it, whereas I've never had my own car. I've only ever used, like, the family car.
Yeah.
Because I've never lived in a place where I've needed to drive.
Oh.
Been in Newcastle, you had the metro.
Yeah.
Bristol, like, everything's pretty convenient if you live in the centre. Like, it's
There'll be some
fine.
Americans watching right now who'll think, oh my God, you don't drive. That's such a foreign concept.
Yeah.
Which, fair enough, America is very much a drivey country. Like, you need to drive there. And I guess it's actually it's fairly easy to learn to drive there. You don't need to
'cause
learn
you-
stick.
Yeah, you use automatics. So
Yeah.
you
God,
don't.
I'd love to drive an automatic. That sounds so fun. Just like go-karts. Just
Well,
put your
yeah,
foot down. I'm
kinda.
going. Wow. Don't have to
Yeah.
think about gearing up and
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
What were your
My
jobs?
first job. I don't know if it counts, but I did like a bit of graphic design work as a kid. Like got
Oh.
like 20 quid here and there for doing
Right.
stuff for people. But my first proper official legal job was McDonald's.
Yay.
The fucking hellhole.
Ba 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 ba.
I wanted to die.
Okay.
God, I remember the first time rocking up there, my first shift, my heart was like just sinking. My body was like, I don't want to do this, don't want to do this. I'm so fucking nervous.
Yeah.
And that feeling never went away for 6 months.
Oh,
No.
Jesus, Michael.
Yeah, it was fucking horrible. I mean, like, it wasn't that bad. No, it was. It was.
You snuck out those free nugs.
Oh,
though.
I got so many nuggies.
Did you?
So many nuggies.
Was that allowed, or...
No, but I mean, everyone did it. Like, it
Right.
was just a
What are they
case of
gonna do
like,
to stop you.
you can put on the fancy burgers on the grill and just have a little snack. I put on so much weight over that summer. It was so bad. Because, like, every lunch was like, okay, cool, having wrap, large fries, McFlurry, whatever the hell else I want. It
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
like, go home. All right, time for McFlurry on my way home. It was so bad. But you needed it to
you
cool.
would, wouldn't you? Yeah.
But I think the annoying thing about that was from the day I started, I was always on grill duty. I was always burger boy,
Right.
Boy.
and I wanted to be on fucking front desk because that was easy. Just boop boop boop.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have some doubles, please? Boop
Yeah.
boop boop. Thank you. Boop boop boop.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to fucking sweat over a grill and burn
Not
yourself.
allowed, though.
There was a Roundtrees factory near where I used to live.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is actually true, but I heard that if you worked on the production line at this Roundtrees factory, you were allowed to eat as much of it as you liked, because I think the logic was that you would eventually just get sick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did work experience at a place called the Handmade Cake Company.
Oh my God.
Which is a wonderful place that does brilliant cakes. And yeah, I did work experience there.
Right.
And so I worked in the various different places, and they had to take one slice out of one cake per batch as quality control.
Right.
And so there was always a cake per batch that they then couldn't sell. Their staff room was just stacked like floor to
Yeah.
ceiling with cakes because nobody fucking wanted them. And I
Yeah.
was like, I'll take the lot.
Yeah. Work experience
take
is
the
all
lot.
new to
We'll
me.
take the lot. Anything out of the staff room, dear? I'll take the lot. I had a similar thing though when I worked for Marks and Spencer, and I literally just like used to rip into packs of Percy pigs and go, "Whoops!" and I'd put it out the back, and then every time I walk past it, here's a Percy
Put
pig.
this on the shelf.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Just be like, oh, I found this. This was ripped open. We're going to have to
I
just...
used to just rip. I
Can't
was
sell
so
it.
blatant
Oh, yeah,
about
I
it.
know, yeah.
Like, I gave so few. Fuck that job.
Fuck it.
Anyway, my
brilliant
first
idea.
job was a paperboy. I was a paperboy. I said, "See you later, boy."
Yeah.
And I used to go on my little micro scooter around the village and just throw the papers through the doors. Again, much easier in America. You can just lob them in
Lob
the
'em.
vague direction of a house, but you had to poke them through. Some of them had
yeah.
dogs that would bite. Some
Yeah.
of them,
God.
My dog used to do
were kind
that.
of spooky looking houses that I didn't really like to go up to because
the
I built
witchy
like
house.
I built like stories in my head like I don't want to. You just flick my knee, Michael.
That was totally unintentional.
Stop.
I'm a very fidgety person.
Stop
and
it! No. There are other knees that you have your own knees to
sick,
fiddle
yeah.
with.
Oh, it's nice.
Knees must.
Yeah, they
Thank you.
must.
And yeah, that was my first job, and it was not the greatest thing I've ever done in the world.
But
So
look
I
at us now.
just look at me now.
Well, actually, before I worked in Sainsbury's, I was earning like a few pounds a month on average on
me.
YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Out of just bedroom hobbyist Yogscast remixes
Look
and
at
stuff.
you.
I think in my lifetime on YouTube, I made 1 cent.
A cent.
A whole cent.
Wow.
Cent. Jesus.
yeah.
I made about 60 quid off YouTube
Fuck, man.
before all the ads went to shit.
Yeah. Tragedy.
Awful. One final thing. Max Springer at Max_Springer2 also asked this question. And I forgot to say
thanks,
that at the
Max.
start. So Max and Ode to Sleep asked this thing. Who would like to do a thing? No
Oh,
one?
Michael's too tired.
Well,
I can. I don't have a thing. I'm just a topic as I tend to do.
I'll do a thing
Okay.
if you guys are interested.
You do your thing.
I have a thing as well, but you go first.
Statistically speaking, this is an unlikely situation that we have before us here. I am a right-handed man.
Yeah?
Yes.
And you two are left-handed men. And that's about 1 in 10 people are
That was
left-handed.
The worst high five.
But here we have a 2-on-1 situation.
How does it feel?
Yeah.
You minority.
I don't
You scumbag.
I really don't care.
Oh.
And that's the truth of it. But guess what? I have an investment opportunity for
Oh
you.
no.
Do you?
Yes, you are both left-handed. Have you ever heard of
Leftorium.
of a company? They're called Razer.
Oh, the gaming peeps.
They're worth $1 billion
Yeah.
approximately,
$1 billion.
and they're looking for your help. You lefties.
Yeah.
They want
Lefty
to.
cucks.
There's a mouse that exists that they do called the Razer. I want to say Naga or Naga.
Yeah.
Naga.
Naga.
Yeah, it's like a
Naga.
mythical snake, I think.
Nagas.
Razer Naga Trinity. Guess how much this mouse is worth?
It's the pretty high Razer stuff. I'm going to say like 79 quid.
Is it a left-handed mouse? Is that where we're going with this?
That's where we're going with this eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, like £100.
Yeah, it's worth 80. Very good, Michael.
Oh, fuck
so
yeah.
this Razer Naga Trinity mouse is £80 for a fucking mouse, right? And Razer, a $1 billion company, want to make a left-handed version. What? And they've already made left-handed mice before.
One left-handed mouse. They've made left-handed mouse.
They've made left-handed.
In the lab, they bred a
one
left-handed mouse.
left-handed mouse, and so they already know how to do it.
Right.
Kickstarter.com is where you can find this.
Are they actually doing it on Kickstarter?
They've kickstarted this.
But, okay.
I mean, like fair enough to gauge interest. I guess it's not a money thing. It's more just here's an interest thing, and also sell some mice. And
I suppose, like
Flip
it's
the fucking blueprint, though. That's
well,
all you do.
Guess how much they want?
Oh god,
To
130 quid, I think.
to go on Photoshop and say layer flip horizontal.
Guess how much they want to make the
That's how you make
left-handed
things, right?
Razer Naga Trinity a reality. Guess how much?
I'm sticking 130. I think it's going to be like double.
They want $130, like as their goal.
No, as a goal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like how much they want to raise
God.
in this Kickstarter.
It depends, like what they're setting out to achieve. Did they want to start manufacturing it, or did they want to design it, or
There's a very, very pretentious video that goes with it where they're talking up the importance of left-handed gamers and how hard they have it.
I mean,
I don't understand.
I learned to use it with my right hand.
Yeah, I think
What
a lot
was
of
that?
people did, yeah.
You just, if you're forced to do it, then you just learn to do it. I don't understand what work is required here, because surely you just invert the design.
I agree. I totally agree.
They've
But what
made
I'm
other
asking
mice
you
before. Okay, I'm going to
is
say
how much you think
I'm
they
going to say
want.
3 million.
Well, I think that's a bit excessive. I'm going to say like 200 grand.
They want $1 million.
No, they do
to
not.
invert this mouse design.
Fuck.
Let's go to the first tier here.
I
for
could
$1,
do it for them for £500,000.
For $1.
Yeah.
This
You get a JPEG of the mouse.
this is the $1 billion company Razer. For $1, this tier is called Pitch In for a Good Cause.
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck off.
For the top tier, for $297, they'll send you a 3-pack of mice.
Why would
The
you
tier, the tier that gets you one mouse is $89, meaning that if you bought that 3 times, it would cost $267, which
What?
is a $30 saving.
What?
Over the top
Do you
tier.
get anything else in the top tier?
I don't think so. It just says a trifecta of mice.
That's
I guess shipping costs more, doesn't it, for more mice?
So while we're on the subject of this ridiculous Kickstarter, because it's not,
Ridic starter.
it is stupid, but let's talk about just PC gamer culture in general when
Yeah.
it comes to advertising these things. Because the amount of stuff called Ultimate or Uber Experience,
Yeah.
the Naga.
everybody wants a comfy mouse or a keyboard.
Yeah.
But some of this buzzword nonsense, particularly when it comes to PC stuff, is outrageous.
Yeah.
And so guess what? It's quiz time.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I want to know which of the following is a headset, a mouse, or a keyboard. See if you can tell me. You ready?
Yeah.
First up, the Razer Man-O-War.
Man o' War.
I think that's a keyboard.
I'm going to say a mouse.
It's a headset.
Is it?
Yeah.
Portuguese Man of War. It doesn't look any. It looks more like a mouse.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. The Razer Death Adder Elite
Oh, that's a keyboard.
No, that's a mouse.
is a mouse.
fuck!
It's a mouse.
I'm
Just stabbing
letting
away
the
with your
side
clicks.
down here.
What about the Razer Hammerhead BT?
Hammerhead. Possibly a head. No, I'll say keyboard.
It's a double-ended dildo.
It is a double-ended dildo.
Yes.
Oh, well done.
Trick question.
It is a headset.
Headset.
Hammerhead. That makes
Here's
sense.
one. Here's a fun one for you. The Razer Black Widow X Tournament Edition Chroma.
That's
Keyboard.
Keyboard.
It is a
Chroma,
keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And finally, the Razer Lancehead Tournament Edition Black.
Lancehead. Headset.
Yeah, headset, because that's the word head again.
It's a fucking mouse.
What? What's it
Razer.
called?
I know Razer have made it's the Razer Lancehead Tournament Edition Black.
Wow.
Yeah, it's such pretentious bullshit. And like, yeah, I get PC gaming is a hobby. It's
aggressive and weird.
And Razer have clearly done very well.
Yeah.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, fuck me, it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bit cringy, isn't
It's
it?
a bit embarrassing.
My mouse of choice, the Logitech MX Master, which I use for editing. It's fucking amazing mouse, best mouse I've ever used.
Yeah.
But like, there's a promo video for it. It's so pretentious. You know
Is
how,
it shot like a car advert?
Yeah.
literally, yeah.
Yeah.
You know how like when they're designing cars, they get like wood things that they kind of shave down the shape. It's like this guy kind of rubbing over the wood. Like, we've designed this mouse ergonomically.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a good job, but fuck me.
It will let you play YouTube videos and also pause them at the
my
push of
God.
a button.
Just the push of a button, you can push the button.
Never before seen features on a mouse. Scroll up, scroll down.
Also, have you seen the Naga, just out of interest? It's got a fucking like numpad on one of
Yeah.
the sides. It's awful. It's like
Oh my
you
God.
slip and you've sort of restarted your computer with factory default
Yeah.
settings.
You phoned your nan
You
and
have.
sent her a dick pic.
Yes. You haven't even taken a dick pic in your life, but
oh
guess
no,
what?
my dick pic macro.
Introducing the new Razer Naga with added dick pic guessing functionality.
We've got like some of the rooms in here do have that mouse, and it's
Do they?
really awkward to use because my normal grip is quite like firm.
Yeah.
I've got a fucking firm grip.
Yeah.
And so like when I'm touching, I'm like, oh, hello buttons.
It's
Hello.
fucking ridiculous. I hate that. Like, I hate a lot of the mouses we've got here anyway because they got fucking
Oh, fuck
flaps.
off.
They got loads of flaps on them.
The G502 is a fucking solid mouse. Look, you can open it up, and you can put weights inside.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I don't get that personally, but that's fine. If you want to do that, it's okay.
What about
What's
the
it called?
weird keyboards here where they have like G buttons down the side? There's
Oh,
F,
that's
the
the
one
F
I
row
used, yeah.
along the top, and then there's
Yeah.
like G1 to 8 on the side.
The Razer Lancehead Tournament Edition Black.
Oh.
It's expensive. With just 18 days to go.
Oh, good. How's it doing?
Out of $1 million, how much money have they raised?
I think hardly any, like 40,000.
I feel like gamers and left-handed gamers probably have too much money, and they want this to happen. So I'm
They
going to
made
say
Razer a $1 billion company.
Yeah, exactly.
Every left-handed gamer, though, probably plays really... I think it would be really difficult for a left-handed person who's been gaming for 10 years to suddenly pick up a mouse
Yeah.
that is left-handed.
I'm going to say 700k.
So 40k, 700k. With just 18 days to go, the $1 billion company Razer have raised $46,554.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a bit painful.
So hopefully they learned from that because they must have spent at least $5 million by their own estimation making that slick video announcing it.
Yeah.
Just fucking make the
Awful.
mouse.
You go on their store, they've already got left-handed mice available for sale.
I do not understand why it costs any amount of money to...
They're already making mice.
Yeah.
Many different mice. It's just another one for the lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand you
Awful.
want to gauge interest, but you just make a small batch at first.
Just do a fucking straw poll.
Yeah.
Would you buy this?
And also ask which hand
Yeah.
you wipe with. What's
Yeah.
your technique?
Yeah, standing, sitting.
Oh, we didn't ask that. What hand do you wipe with? Right hand.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Left
I'll
hand.
have to do another one then.
Right hand. Left hand.
Give it a pet.
Give it a wipe.
Oh.
Let's move on to a question before we go on to another thing.
Yeah.
This is from Smooth Smith at Smooth Smith 6. The sixth smoothest
Smooth dicks.
Smith. He asks, do you have any plans for when you hit 50,000 subscribers? It's going to happen quickly, boys. I don't know about that.
You're a liar.
But yeah, do we have any plans?
There'll be a special Worst Games, I imagine, of like a landmark shit
Yeah,
game.
I think that's the first thing we want to do is do, we've got some games now on the shelf that are...
Classic Worst Games.
Yeah, we've got Bubsy 3D, we've got Superman 64,
E.T.
we've got E.T. The people are sending us like true dross, like the kings and queens of
And
Worst
these games are probably not going to be that entertaining to play, and the episode probably won't be half an hour, but it will still be a milestone episode, and we will have played it.
Yeah.
So.
I think Superman 64 could be a funny one, though. That game is... I've watched a playthrough of that game. It's just a fucking nightmare from start to finish.
No, it just looks so bad.
Yeah.
We're getting closer and closer, I think, to the portal goblin telling us it's time to open the case.
Oh my God.
He's trying to prepare us for the ultimate Worst game. And,
He should
one
probably
day,
check in on us soon, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Although we're like
Especially-
4 weeks ahead for recordings, but still.
Okay, well, we'll do.
He'll come in at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe. Who fucking knows? Anyway. Yeah, 50K. I don't know when that's going to happen. It'd be
Probably
nice to-
2019.
Yeah, probably. According to our projection of analytics, we'll get 1 million subscribers in like 5 years.
Sick.
Which
that's
is
good.
Yeah, I don't think we'll still have this job in 5 years, even if we did get 1 million subscribers before then. So who knows? But yeah, tell your friends. That'd be
your friends.
good. Tell your
them.
friends. That'd be really nice.
For the love of God.
And you don't just have to tell your friends, A really good way of doing it is posting on like relevant Reddits and things. We
Yeah,
can't do
that's
it
actually the
ourselves
best way to
because
do
it's
it.
not,
Yes, it's against the rules, but
we're not allowed to do that.
Reddit
But
is so good for just like going quote unquote viral.
if there's a video that you think is appropriate for a certain Reddit, go in there and chat about it. That would
Please
really
do.
appreciate
That would
that.
genuinely
Oh my
actually be
God,
really
yeah.
helpful.
Speaking of, we did a video last week
Yeah.
called Binging with Babish, which was a spoof of very brilliant YouTuber Binging with Babish, where we sort of did a cooking show and just totally aped and ripped off his style. I don't know if by this point maybe we have got his attention because we're recording this the week before this goes out.
We're filming this
But-
4 hours after the video went live.
Exactly. So we just want you to keep tweeting it at him and posting it in his Reddit and just trying to get him to see the video. 'Cause
We
think
want him to block us.
we want to be blocked by Babish. Yeah,
Blocking with Babish.
With Babish.
That'd be great. That'd be
course.
really great. Right, who wants to bring their thing
Michael has
to
put his
a
hand
table?
in the air.
Sir,
Go on, Mikey. What you got?
I just want to talk supernatural, spoopy things.
Oh no.
Have any of you ever had any supernatural kind of weird experiences that can't be explained? So I feel like everyone has one, even if it's just something small.
I have.
Ooh.
Yeah. We had a big family sort of get together at my parents' place.
Yeah.
We had loads of people around from. There was probably like 20 or 30 people there. And one aunt was conspicuous by her absence because she'd like passed away like a year before.
Yeah.
And everyone was sort of like having a really nice time, but occasionally we would say, "Oh, it's a shame she's not here. It's a bit of a shame."
Yeah.
And then at 4 p.m., I was standing in the kitchen, and we've got this old grandfather clock at the foot of the stairs,
Or grandmother.
or grandmother, and it doesn't work. It doesn't even have the weights in it that
shit.
pull the chain to make it tick. And the hands are just stuck at 10 to 8, I think. Anyway, we're all standing there just having a chat in the kitchen, and suddenly this clock strikes 4.
Oh God.
And I looked at the other clock that we have in the kitchen, and it was 4 o'clock sharp. And
Oh my God.
that was just like.
Auntie saying hello.
Well, everyone just looked at this clock and they were like, "Oh, I didn't know that clock was working." And I'm saying, "No, it doesn't work.
It's not working.
It doesn't have weights in it. The hands are pointed at 10 to 8, but
Yeah.
it's 4 p.m. right now, and it struck 4."
Weird.
And I mean, I'm not even saying that it was the auntie, but we just sort of said, "Well, if that was a ghost, let's just say it was her."
Yeah,
and
that's
not,
nice.
Not
Nice.
some sort of poltergeist.
Yeah.
But I'm always open to like rational explanations for these things, but all I can say is there were no weights in this clock, and the hands were on 10 to 8, and it struck 4 at 4 o'clock. And if anyone has any possible explanation for that, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that literally happened in front of like 5 or 6 people, and that was just weird. No explanation for that.
Jesus. I personally am a big spooky boy in terms of easily being spooked. Well, actually, I'm not that easily spooked anymore. I used to be way easier spooked. I think our time at the at Thorpe Park proved otherwise. That actually, I'm sort of
nothing to be scared of.
tired of it now. I mean, naturally, as a human being, I'm not a huge fan of the dark.
No.
And I don't like being in confined spaces, and I don't like being in spooky old houses when I don't have to be.
Yeah.
But I can say with sort of a relative degree of certainty that I have never experienced anything like that. But in the same breath, I can also say that, again, it's totally explainable rationally. But I have been in places before where I've been like, I feel really uncomfortable and a bit freaked out, and I don't want to be here. But I know that that's just my mind fucking with me. I know it's not anything like a clock that doesn't work or hasn't worked for ages suddenly striking
The correct time.
Yeah, like nothing like that has ever happened. I can honestly say nothing like that has ever happened to me.
I think my first like spooky incident was when I was visiting a friend in Toronto.
Spooksident.
Spooksidental. I was visiting a friend in Toronto, and before I went over, she talked.
Spookronto.
If you do that once more, I swear to God, I'm going to spook you when I die. I'm going to haunt you. So I went to visit her in Spookronto, and she like before I went over, she'd been talking about like this kind of ghost that she's always had following her, like the spirit of a little girl, supposedly.
Jesus.
And like she said, oh yeah, she's like chills in my room, but don't worry, she's fine, she's friendly, she's got good intentions.
See,
And
when I hear that, I think potential mental health issues, maybe.
hey, and so I was like in a house one night just by myself, kind of like I was really tired after like a really long day of like, you know, my sleep schedule was fucked. So like I was kind of just moseying around a room, kind of like, you know, going through her dresser, kind of looking at things like, oh, there's nice pictures here, and like picking up books and shit. And then the dresser just started to rock back and forth quite aggressively, like. And this house is not near a flight path. It was like 20 minutes walk from the subway, and it never rocked again the entire time.
Did you tell her?
I didn't know because I got scared, and I didn't want to spook her. And I thought, that's a bit weird.
Yeah,
I wonder
like,
if that
that
was
is
the girl
weird.
telling me to fuck off.
Stop going through her stuff.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And recently, I think I've talked about my sleep paralysis on stream.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, but not on stream. On stream and probably on Podiots. But
Yeah.
I'm now of the belief it's a demon.
Okay.
Okay. That's a nice, rational, logical jump.
Been talking
from-
to a dear friend, and she's persuaded me that that's a demon. I quite like that idea. I think that's fun.
And what's the demon called?
Deborah.
Okay.
Deb's the demon.
Why? So why? What's happening? What's been happening that a demon has been doing to you?
It's just mounting me. I think it's a sexual demon.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
very sexual experience.
Deborah's a sexy name as well.
Yeah, very much so. That's my favourite name.
Did
My
you
God.
see anything or just feel something mounting?
It was sleep paralysis. So I was lying there, and I heard my door open. I heard the footsteps coming towards me.
Wow.
And I just thought, this is a bit weird. Well, my flatmates just come in my room. I'm not going to poke my head out. I'm just going to ignore this and hope they go away.
Yeah.
And then I felt the knee on my bed. My mattress dipped. I rolled over a bit. I was like, all right. Oh, I can't move. And then I just felt this thing just encompass me and kind of wrap around me.
Yeah.
And just like weigh me down. I was like, this is not good. And obviously at that point I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't move. Like my arms were like numb, nailed to the bed. I was like, fuck, this is weird.
Yeah.
And like with all my strength, like trying to open my eyes, trying to see what the fuck's going on. And after like a minute of just like being crushed by this thing, I opened my eyes and just sat in my room for like 3 hours with the light on, like, what was that?
Yeah.
That was a bit spooky.
Yeah.
That's a really common thing, is the sensation of something on your chest. There's a lot of like art and stuff, like there's paintings of like
Some really fucking good art about
demons
it,
sitting
yeah.
on chests, and like really old art. It goes way back in history, the notion. And actually there are, in different countries, they have actual names for like the supposed entity, like, you know, that translate as like the granny that sits on your chest or whatever.
Oh,
Like,
granny, get off,
I think
please.
I've seen that video.
The granny that shits on your chest.
that shits on, the granny that shits on your chest.
Nice.
Deb
Yeah.
will be pooping on you at any moment.
I'm so glad I didn't have like anything visual happen.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like that would fucking traumatize me. If I saw something in the corner of my room, which I do wake up a lot in the night and look at my door because that's where my coats hang.
Oh, yeah.
So it always looks like there's a dark figure in my room, and like, fuck, I need to stop doing that.
I had that. That would have been my other answer, but I was
Oh my
like,
god, everyone, can we just hold the fucking phone?
fucking hell.
Here he is.
Who's
Oh,
this?
look who he is, a fucking
It's
slacker.
a long time no see.
Come on, come a little bit closer to the microphone, son.
What's going on, lads?
Hi, Dave.
Hey, it's
It's
Dave.
It's at Dave on Twitter.
Been a while.
Get nice and close to the
you
microphone.
gotta-
Should I get in right beside
Yeah,
Pete?
come in
Yeah,
right
That's
here.
fine. Just share that microphone with him. Dave, what the fuck? Where have you been?
Oh, it's been fucking crazy the last couple of weeks. Traveling.
Couple of weeks.
Traveling.
It's been months.
I was in Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Getting a bit of poutine, eh?
with your boo.
I was getting all the poutine, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, all of it. They've run out now.
Yeah.
There's no poutine left.
No more cheese curds.
Oh,
for the-
shit.
That's it. We've mined the world for all its resources of cheese curds. There's never be another curd.
It's so, no more curds ever again.
We missed you, man.
Yeah, it's nice to have you back.
We didn't bother calling you because we thought you just didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
I told you loads of times.
You said this a lot
Call
though.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're on holiday. I don't
Ben,
want to call you in the
Stop
morning.
clenching your fists.
Fuck, shut up. You don't. Dave,
What?
at Dave on Twitter.
We got... Wait, can we say it? When's this going out?
It's going out potentially after the. But it doesn't matter. We shot a load of post some tap videos, and Dave got his first tat sent
yeah.
to
I
him.
did
right.
get some and can I say what it is?
Yeah, of course.
I got some fucking tux.
You
Yeah,
did. You got
boy.
some
tux
tux.
for Dave.
Yeah, I'm fucking delighted with that. So
You've been
there's
eating them
only a
dry,
couple
though.
left. Yeah.
Well, of course you eat tux dry. They're not
yeah.
like normal crackers. You can eat them by themselves.
Oh, I know, but
No,
you,
but these
you
aren't
were talking about
cheesy
having them
ones. They're
cheese.
just
You wanted
salted,
cheese with
aren't
them, right?
Yeah, just lightly salted. That's all you need.
Take them home and enjoy it with some cheese, man.
We had cheese last week. Did you see that? Did you catch that last week?
No.
We had some cheese and Leo brought us some French wine.
yeah. French
Oh,
bastard.
guy.
God damn it.
Sexy French bastard.
Yeah, so we actually all met Leo together. That was
We did in Paris, right at the
Yeah.
start of the year.
Yeah, it was cute.
That was lovely. We
We're
had a
not-
messy night, and now
We're
we're
not
not.
allowed back.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
allowed to go back to those events
Whoops, my
anymore.
bad.
Because
Yeah.
Michael gave Dave a lap dance.
And span on the floor in a room full of professional journalists. Whoopsie daisy. Oh well.
Why would
I
they
think
even
you
have a
tweeted
dance
that,
floor if you're
didn't
not
you?
allowed to dance?
Tweet that little spin on the floor.
I've did I tweet that?
It went. It's been
I have a
out
video
there
of it.
somewhere.
Yeah,
I have a
the
video
lap
of it.
dance can never go out though. That was just more
No, we
embarrassing.
were going
for
to
me.
put that in the vlog, and then we made an executive decision not to do that.
That's staying right in the wank bank.
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Now I'm gonna have
Finally.
people pestering me on a daily basis for this lap dance video.
Oh, as they should.
Yeah.
And eventually we'll cave.
And it
50k
has to be-
subscribers.
It has to be upside down as well, like
Oh,
it was
yeah.
for me.
Oh yeah.
Hands on the floor, feet in the air.
Yeah.
I was
Right
going
to
for
the
it. Like
face.
I was like rocking that bitch.
Yeah, I don't
was
know
going for
how you could hold yourself up like that. It was
I got
impressive.
It was astonishing.
ultimate strength. Just
It's 2 inches that do it.
oh yeah, strong, solid 2-incher.
Dave, can we get some drinks?
Yeah, lads. What can I get you?
I would like my water bottle emptied out, refilled, emptied out, refilled in a different tap, and then I want you to pour that water all over yourself, and then I never want to see you again.
Wow.
Mikey, do you want a drink?
I would like a
course,
hot,
man.
salty water, please.
No problem at all. And for yourself, little
Just
tiny
some
teeny Peter.
lobster thermidor would be nice. I think if you could.
Blended
Oh, lads, I'm
thermidor
starving.
milkshake.
I'm fucking starving.
Bit of caviar.
We're starving too. We're doing a stream straight after this.
Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
no time to eat.
What time is gonna eat? Are you? Wait.
Like,
I'm
mate,
just gonna
mate.
eat
Chat about
midstream.
this later.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. They like it. They like it hearing us talk about boring stuff.
Yeah. It's
fun.
Well, you got what? Did you tell him what you got yesterday?
No, what?
Tell him how classless you are.
What was that?
What happened?
get yesterday?
Oh wait, that was yesterday.
What did we
You got
get?
cheeky little spoons.
Oh yeah, we had a spoons
Oh,
tea.
yeah.
Well, Peter and I had a spoons tea.
I looked on and drank Diet
Did
Coke.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
It was delicious.
It's classy.
Straight from the
It's-
microwave. The microwaved it well.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they didn't microwave mine very well. I had
No,
very,
yours was
very
very dry.
chewy chicken. Wasn't great, but
Mine was
shame.
perfectly microwaved.
But
Oh,
we
good for you.
You did get to wash it down with some lovely ciders.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty damn good.
So are you Thatcher's Gold or Thatcher's Haze, man?
that's just gold.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, gold all day.
Stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, could I get one of those actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish.
Oh, man.
No,
We must have some in the
Okay.
fridge.
we're a
We
dry
must do.
office.
Probably do actually.
Yeah.
Alex probably has left a couple of cans lying around.
Let's fucking raid them.
All right, let's go. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Oh, thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks,
Bye,
Dave.
boys.
Oh,
Peace,
Dave,
bye,
where
bye,
you
bye.
go? Where you
Drinks
going,
for me,
Dave?
come
Dave,
on.
come back. Dave, come back. Where you go, Dave?
Oh, he's
Oh, no,
just
Dave.
gone. Oh,
Dave.
Dave, don't go.
Oh,
we
Dave.
love you, Dave.
Dave.
We'll see you in like 7 episodes' time.
Nice shirt. He's got a
That was
nice
actually,
shirt on.
that's a fucking nice shirt he's wearing. I want that shirt.
So anyway, you were raped by a ghost.
Yeah.
And one of the things I didn't say when asked about the paranormal, because it's explainable by the phenomenon of sleep paralysis,
Yeah.
is that I did have a visual sleep paralysis thing. I've only ever had sleep paralysis like once or maybe twice, but
Yeah.
the one time that I can remember was a student. I'd been out on the piss the day before on the Saturday night, and I'd slept in really, really late on the Sunday morning because I was
Yeah.
super hungover. And we all got up and we were all feeling like super ill. So at 8 o'clock, we watched Mama You know the one about
my
like
God.
the two little girls that have like lived in the woods on their
Why
own.
on earth would you watch that?
And they were raised by a fucking ghost or something,
Yeah.
and they're really creepy. And we watched like half of it, and then I was just feeling like really ill, so I was like, I'm going back to bed. Got into bed, slept for like about an hour or so, and then I woke up and I was frozen in my bed. And I had this wardrobe in the corner of the room that went right up to the ceiling. It was like 9 feet tall, or 10 feet tall, and the door was slightly ajar. And at the top of this wardrobe, this face leant out from the top of it.
God.
And its face was completely black, like it was like a chimney sweep or something. It was just this small man's head, totally black with like coal dust, looked at me and then slowly went back in again.
Fuck
And
off.
I eventually was then like able to kind of rouse myself and like start moving again. And I wasn't too scared because I was like, I am 99% sure that was just sleep paralysis and hallucination. But it was like,
That would
fucking
fuck me up.
hell.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Who's slamming doors?
I don't know.
What's
is
going
it,
on? There's all
is
sorts
it
of
the demon?
slamming and
Deb's back.
bashing around.
She wants,
Fuck's
some
sake.
sweet loving.
Wow, that was a lovely thing. I
I've
feel
got
a lot.
one more thing to say before
Okay.
we finish that. It's just I want to give a show suggestion on YouTube.
Okay.
BuzzFeed Unsolved is one of my new fucking favourite YouTube things.
Oh, really?
Didn't
I
we
love
have that
unsolved
suggested
stuff.
to us?
Did we?
I think someone.
Did someone suggest it?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
fuck,
so.
and I totally ignored them. Well, I'm on the BuzzFeed Unsolved train right now. It's so fucking good. It's these two guys. One of them believes in the paranormal, one doesn't, and they go do like paranormal investigation, like old haunted houses and stuff.
fucking
It's the
hell.
funniest fucking thing.
That does
it's
sound
so
good. Yeah.
So I highly
I'm
recommend just
morbidly
diving in.
fascinated by that stuff, but I don't like to consume it much because it's.
I recommend. It's like it's
too much for
nice.
me.
It's spooky at times when it wants to be, but it's fucking hilarious. It's got
Does
perfect
the
balance.
non-believer guy ever get scared, or is he just so rational that he's like?
There is times
"It's
where he's
fine."
been like, wait, I can't even explain that. It's
Yeah.
weird. Like, yeah. I mean, obviously, that the guy who gets scared is literally scared of just looking at the houses.
Yeah.
He's always just
Right.
kind of trembling and quivering. It's quite funny.
Oh wow,
Yeah, BuzzFeed Unsolved.
sounds great.
Well, look into that. Another question. This one is from Johanna or just
Johanna,
one of those ones. At Hound of Siru on Twitter. First, mobile phones. And what did you mainly use them for? So I had a Nokia 3310,
Right.
Oh my god, the brick.
the brick, yeah.
The brick
And,
that can survive a nuclear war.
I used to, I got my cousin Richard to help make me some monophonic ringtones using the composer. So I had like the Italian Job,
Amazing.
and all sorts of
Nice.
stuff.
Oh, polyphonic shit.
Monophonic,
oh,
not
damn.
polyphonic.
Yeah, no, it's just a beat.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Just the one
ding,
poly.
ding, 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 ding. That was it. That was one of my ringtones. And I had like no credit ever.
Yeah.
So I would just occasionally send texts. It was mainly for emergencies because I was now at secondary school and I needed a phone. Played a lot of Snake. Wasn't any good at it.
Yeah.
Tried to teach myself that weird bean game.
Bean game.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
some sort of like I think it was some kind of Chinese board game type thing. But I never understood how to work it.
Oh,
And then as time went by, I used to just sort of, because they were indestructible, I used to just throw it like at the wall.
I used to throw
and it
all
would
my old
shatter
phones.
into a million pieces, and then you could put it all back together, and it will work fine.
Yeah,
it's amazing,
it was great.
isn't
The
it?
battery would come out, the back would come off. I had a Nokia 3410.
Oh,
that was my first
is that the
phone.
silvery one?
Yeah, it was basically the same phone,
And it
but
could
I-
connect to the internet. My
Oh
friend
my- you
downloaded
could do.
Monopoly off it.
Yeah, you
Oh my
could do, but
God.
I never did.
And spent £30 of
yeah,
data
yeah,
on
he
that.
did. Yeah.
Well, exactly. You know, it would just eat your credit immediately. But it had Snake 2.
The sequel.
I don't know what the difference was. Could you go through the walls in
two
Snake
snakes.
1?
There's got two snakes in it.
Two snakes, yeah. And it had one other game as well. But yeah, it was basically the same phone. It was super indestructible. The battery lasted a week without charging it. And yeah, it was like 10p a text.
Oh.
Nice.
But it was great. And I think if we'd not probably literally just thrown it away or donated it to some recycling thing, it would probably still work
Oh, definitely,
now.
yeah.
If I
Like, those
found it in
things
a drawer,
are
it would
mad.
just work.
I charged up, and in fact, it's a good idea actually, and I forgot it was in there, and you should really charge it up like once every month. But I got the old Nokia 3410 from my parents,
Oh, yeah.
put like a free SIM card in it, and then charged it up and put it in the glove box of my car, the glove compartment of my car,
Right.
so I could use it to call emergency services if I needed to.
That's handy, yeah.
Because
So
the
all-
battery lasts forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally forever.
Although when I put it in there, it was like 3 years ago. So the battery has now run out.
Yeah.
But again, it's something that you can just have in your
very
car
solid,
that's
old reliable.
there,
It's a very good
ready to
idea.
go.
Yeah.
What about you, Michael?
My first phone that I owned was a Samsung E900. I was well after the Nokia years when I got my first phone.
Well, you're a bit younger anyway, so
Yeah, I'm a little boy.
And just a few years makes all the difference.
yeah.
with
Oh
phones
yeah,
as
with
well.
phones, yeah. It was a full colour display, one of those sliding ones.
Oh, cool.
It was quite nice. Yeah, they used to have all my Chavy music on it, like Canon and D remix.
yeah.
As I don't know, it was mainly just texting and phoning. Mainly just say, "Hi, Mum, I'm out right now. See you later. Bye."
Yeah,
That was
mine was
all
for
it was for.
emergencies. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It was quite a while before I got like a touchscreen phone or like a decent phone.
Oh yeah, me too. I didn't have one for.
I got an iPhone 3G. I think I was the first person in my school to get an iPhone
Whoa.
3G. Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, got a stupidly expensive contract that came with a free laptop,
What the
laptop.
fuck?
Yeah, and so I had an iPhone for quite a while, but I have since lagged behind the iPhone train, and I'm quite happy with my 6, and don't think I'm going to upgrade it.
Yeah,
me
successes
too.
do me fine.
Yeah.
It's great. So. Right, Peter,
I have a thing.
tell us.
So you know how we were talking about Paris when Dave was in here,
Paris.
Holidays.
And bacon.
and how we're not allowed back.
Yes.
Well, there are certain people who are advised not to go in the first place, or to be very careful about going to Paris.
Was this what I think?
Are you
it's
aware
gonna
of Japanese
Yeah.
Paris syndrome?
be? Yeah. It's amazing when I've read about that. I thought this has got to be made up.
Yeah.
Legitimately, it's real.
We're on Wikipedia. Well, actually, I say that. I'm assuming there's a Wikipedia page. This is just something I know about. I think there is. I think I read
there is
about it.
definitely a Wikipedia.
Paris syndrome. Japanese tourists in particular. In Japan, there is this wonderful kind of utopia image of Paris, and it's in all the magazines, and everyone thinks that all the Parisians are wonderfully attractive people, and that it's this wonderful cosmopolitan
city full of culture and
metropolis. And but in fact, the fact of the matter is that when you get to Paris as a Japanese tourist, it is much like any other European capital. It smells of poo.
I would say that
Not everywhere.
I would say that above all of the other capitals that are romanticized that I've been to, Paris is an underwhelming one.
Yeah.
It's very grey.
When we went
a lot
there,
of the time.
we saw some children bullying what we think was a homeless man.
Yeah.
Kicking
Yeah.
over his snowman.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And he was really mad about it. And the dog poo situation in France is not great anyway.
Yeah, the
in
sewage
Paris,
isn't great, the
Particularly
drainage.
difficult. Yes.
Yeah. So these Japanese tourists get off their plane, walk into Paris, and they're surrounded by, traffic and bin bags, and some of the drains smell funny. And there's some lovely buildings and there's some nice people, but some of them are fucking horrible. Some of the Parisians are like the worst people ever in Europe.
Oh,
Like our taxi driver?
Like our massively racist taxi driver.
Incredibly
Who
racist.
made like weird goat noises at a man walking past in like traditional dress.
African garb. Yeah.
It was like fucking
it was like,
hell.
"Meh, bah, ha, ha, ha."
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck
He thought
are
it was
you
really
doing?
funny.
And we just kind of shut up at that point. We're like,
Yeah, like fuck.
So Japanese people go into like states of depression, anxiety. Some of them get like physiological symptoms like nausea and headaches and stuff. Some people kind of go a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
For example, there was a man who I believe went on a carjacking spree.
what?
Yeah, he like stole a load of cars, and I think they were able to like get him back to Japan. And I think he kind of got away with it in that they said like this, he's clearly like suffering from Paris syndrome, and he's never had any history whatsoever of crime.
Broken as a human being.
Yeah, and the general advice that a health expert would give you is to just go home and have 2 weeks like bed rest, and you'll start to feel a bit
Recover
better.
from the hell that is Paris.
Jesus.
According to Wikipedia, from the estimated 6 million yearly visitors, the number of reported cases is not large, but I am aware that there is actually a hotline set up at the Japanese embassy in Paris.
What the fuck?
And it says here around 20 Japanese tourists a year are affected by the syndrome.
Please
amazing.
donate now.
Yeah.
Save these poor people.
On top of this, and I'll
God.
be very brief on this one, there's also a condition called Jerusalem syndrome.
Oh.
Now, this is not people going to Jerusalem thinking, I thought this was going to be nicer, I'm going to steal a load of cars. This is people, whether they're religious or atheist or agnostic, going to Jerusalem, seeing various sort of holy sites, and then having this like crazy religious like awakening. And there are all these like really common, like specific but really common symptoms for the people who do get it. Like they wrap themselves in linen and they walk around in bare feet or sandals.
Become jeebus.
And they basically start like preaching. They like stand on street corners and start like doing sermons and stuff. And again, it's just this like weird culture shock thing where like people go there, they see all this stuff around them, it gets into their head, and then the doctors are saying, we can't really do anything for you. You need to just go home for 2 weeks.
Oh my God, just recover, get some bed rest.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
So that's Jerusalem syndrome.
I have a request for a weird Capitia in the future, if that's okay.
Yes.
Like mass religious experiences. I would.
Okay.
Because obviously they are a phenomenon that I am hesitant to assign to a deity.
Yeah.
But I still think it's really fascinating.
I did one that was in a list at Name Redundant that was about this, like thousands of people being in this field and all just seeing the image of Mary in the sky and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's
crazy,
crazy, isn't it?
that these things can happen, but
Crazy.
I'll look into that in future.
Yes, please. Thank you very
but
much.
that was a brief visit into weird Capitia, the geographical syndromes.
Yeah.
I can't remember what happened, but I think I got one of my favourite comments ever last night where someone called me ignorant for not knowing who Judas was or something.
Judas.
I was thinking on Worms video,
Yeah,
like, come on,
yeah.
Michael, just fucking ignorant now. Like, I've not looked into religion at all. Why should I know who Judas was?
Calm down.
It's completely
It's okay.
irrelevant.
It's okay. Let's go back to a question. So 3 quick fire ones. Be ready.
Yeah.
Daniel Harvey at Dan_McCracker asks, favourite
White House
sandwich
McCracker boy.
and what is the best way to cut it?
My
I
favourite
like a
sandwich.
tuna mayo sandwich cut diagonally.
Diagonal sandwiches, I think, taste better for
They
some
do.
reason.
They do.
Why is
Because you
that
can
a
go
thing?
from a corner. and
Yeah, that's
like
you
don't
don't
go
get
for
as much.
corners.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I suppose that is it. I really like chicken or turkey with a bit of mayo, maybe some bacon,
Yeah.
and maybe some stuffing, sage and onion stuffing.
Back home.
Yeah.
Does grilled cheese count as a sandwich? Was that like a realm
See,
above?
I love toasties,
it's like
but
a
I'd say
hot
that's
sandwich.
more. I'd say that's more of a.
Yeah, otherwise I might say that.
Since going vegetarian, I've not eaten a lot of sandwiches, like beyond like falafel and hummus and stuff. But I do like, like corn, sandwich meat, bit of hummus, an array of vegetables, bit of sweet chili sauce, bam. That's what
Yeah.
I call a sandwich 2018.
Fair enough.
I actually really enjoyed our sandwich this morning, Ben. I know you said it was, that's food and that's okay.
Yeah, we were drinking last night. We wanted to cook breakfast and we couldn't have one, so we went to Subway and got their breakfast sandwich. And yeah, it certainly was food.
It was sausage and bacon with melted cheese, and I really enjoyed it.
I had bacon and egg and
Oh, yeah.
a bit of melted cheese, but I had it in a flatbread, so it wasn't as exciting. Anyway, next question. This is from Steph at Dairy Layer. What's the best flavour of crisps?
Oh,
By which I think she's asking, what's your favourite crisp?
Salt,
no, I think she wants us to fight
I
it
don't
out
want to
and
argue about things.
No.
salt and black pepper, I think are just so boring, but so fucking good. Like nice kettle chips, salt and pepper.
See that? I think that's where you get into the I think it depends on the crisp. Like if it was
Yeah.
just here's Walkers, which flavored Walkers do you want? That's
be
one
fair,
thing.
yeah.
But like if you then asking me like Doritos, I'd say chili
I
heat wave.
like corn-based chips the best.
Or if you then said like kettle chips, I'd be like, oh, and like some nice like really salty and vinegary salt. But I wouldn't say salt and vinegar
Salt and vinegar
Walkers.
is so fucking good.
So, there's too many parameters.
I
Ben?
like all of those,
Yeah.
but if we were going for brands, I'm a big fan of mini cheddars.
Oh, mini
I
cheddars.
really like Monster
Yeah.
Munch.
Yeah.
Something sort of that's going to make my breath smell.
Space
afterwards.
Raiders.
Space
Yeah.
Raiders, good stuff.
Fucking good council estate crisp.
Yeah.
Feeds the people 20
Yeah.
pence. You got yourself
Always
a
at
good
the
meal.
school disco.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that you know are the worst for you. Space Raiders and Monster Munch. You know that there's like barely any potato left in
Sort
that.
of hurts your mouth to eat it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's either too spiky or too flavoured that it sort of sets your
Wears
taste buds
away.
on fire.
Yeah.
And you've got the game changer of Transformer Snack. The one where you can make cars out of the crisps. Came like
Oh, yeah.
shape, like an eye shape and a wheel shape.
Like
you
an
put together.
axle.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
I've seen that.
Finally, this is from Darren Dredge at Dredge5316. He asks, favourite kind of cheese?
Oh, wow.
I like-
Applewood smoked cheddar.
I was thinking that, but I haven't had it in years. I'm a fan of like Mexican style cheese, like bits of jalapeno in it, quite spicy cheese.
Yeah.
Nicely spicy.
Oh, I tell you what, there's this kind of cheddar from Wales. It's called Black Bomber. Comes in like a black wax around the outside. It is the nicest cheddar ever made, hands down.
Oh, wow.
It's so creamy and just soft, but it's still like a hard cheese. But it's just
Zeros in a hard
I want
cheese.
it now. Actually,
I'm
I
a
really
hard
want
cheese.
it.
I love many varieties of cheddar. I'm a big fan of Emmental, even though it's kind of flavourless.
Yeah, I like it.
And
Yeah,
Edam,
it's
like
quite
I
fun
really
to
like
eat.
it.
Yeah.
Huge fan of brie over here.
Oh, nice.
Not a big fan of blue cheeses,
No.
but brie.
It's like you have a bite of it, like, I'm done now. That's a lot of flavour.
What's the one that's very camembert as well? Very similar
love
to
camembert.
sort of
Camembert.
creamy cheese. Camembert.
My mum recently started buying Baby Bells again for the
Baby
home
Bells.
fridge, and they're just really good. I forgot how good they were.
I like shit cheese. Like, if I'm going to have a cheddar, I like just kind of like the shittest, like, own brand shit
Yeah.
cheese. Like, I like sandwich cheese as well. I like subtle, like Emmental, stuff like that. Just like, it's a bit of texture and a slight hint of cheese.
Lovely.
Don't want to overpower everything.
And I do also like a nice bit of roule or roulette. How's it pronounced?
okay.
I
I
think
know
there's
what
an
you're
accent
talking
on the end where it's like creamy and it's got garlic in it.
Is it sort of like in a roll?
It's more like a spread. Yeah, it's like a roll.
Yeah.
And you can spread it onto crackers, and it just tastes of like cheese and garlic.
So, that's Christmas time, isn't it?
Yeah,
Christmas
it's
time
like,
is cheese time.
it's like a dinner party cheese.
Good stuff.
Burskin or something is like one of a brand of it or something.
Boursin?
Boursin? I don't know. I don't speak French.
Okay. Boreskin is pretty good, though.
Trinity
Let's call it
Boreskin.
Boreskin.
Borskin.
Thank you very much, everybody. Have you got a Boreskin?
I do.
I've
yeah.
got a Boreskin.
I haven't got a Borskin.
You haven't got a Boreskin?
Everyone laugh at Peter in the comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's bold. So, thank you for those questions. Remember, we are sponsored by Turtle Beach, bit.ly/Vidiots
Beach.
Go to store.yogscast.com to look at our merch. We'll have new shirts soon, if not already, probably soon. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, /Vidiots
Official.
Thanks to our patrons at patreon.com/Vidiots Official.
Seriously, thank you.
We don't talk
Thank
about it
you.
very often, and we don't thank them very often, and we should. They're wonderful people. There's no gated content there. It's just if you like what we do and you want to throw us $1, you can do it there.
It does mean a lot.
It does. It helps a lot. At This Is Rules Boss if you need some rules advice. At Billy Ray Bottress if you want daily automated tweets from the lot better parent. Bit.ly/Vidiots Discord if you want
God,
to join
the list growth.
join the community. And tell your friends Vidiots at gmail.com if you would like to submit an intro to go before one of our videos. Make sure you leave us an iTunes review or a rating /review on your platform of choice.
Yep.
And we will be at I63 this weekend, we hope. Follow us on Twitter for all the information. And also share that cooking video with Babish if you can.
Yeah.
Guys, something to end the podcast. What you got?
Watermelon or honeydew?
Well, we'll find out.
Honeydew for me, but
It's really hard for me because I love watermelon. Like, it's just so refreshing and nice. But I mean, honeydew's, I don't know, it's a different beast. I don't know if I could choose a favourite.
well,
Yeah, that's why I refuse to answer. I'm just waiting to see the comments.
you let us know.
Okay,
You
let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for listening, everybody. We'll be back in a couple of weeks' time. I have been Ben.
I've been Michael.
You need to do it twice, you know that.
And I've been Michael. Look
Okay.
at that sandwich. We had a whole content sandwich there, a whole hour of podcast.
Amazing.
And I was the bread at the end.
Maybe I won't say it. Maybe I'll wait till next time.
Oh my God.
No,
I
come
Just
on.
never say it
It's
again for
gotta-
like 20
I've been
episodes.
Peter.
Thank
there
you.
we go.
Goodness. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.